plus those with underlying health conditions and health and care staff and care home residents. That has gone well, and they want to carry on the same principle into this next phase, going down the age groups. And they showed evidence that particularly men aged in their 40s, there is quite a high risk compared to younger age groups, not totally dissimilar, a bit less, but not hugely dissimilar to the over 50s. So the logic is you carry on down through the age groups. Now, I asked in the briefing, well, surely it just makes things more complicated, identifying occupational groups, trying to work out who should get in those groups. They argue it's never been done before. Age is the quickest and easiest way to go down.
Pakistani and Bangladeshi backgrounds in England had a higher risk of dying with COVID-19 during the second wave of the pandemic. That's the conclusion of a government study, which also found that the risk for black communities was reduced. Adina Campbell reports.
We would have a cup of tea and we'd just sit together and, talk for a few minutes every morning. I miss that.
Remembering her mum 3 weeks on since she died from coronavirus.
She suddenly deteriorated, and from that point to employment, it's just been difficult to make sense of it.
Surinder Kaur Baines had been in relatively good health before she died in hospital in London. But the impact of COVID-19 continues to disproportionately affect people from ethnic minorities in England. So why are these groups more at risk? Well, these communities tend to live in more densely populated areas, in multi-generational households, and are more likely to use public transport and be in jobs in frontline services, which means they simply can't work from home. All of these factors mean they're at increased risk of becoming infected by coronavirus. Latest findings in a report by the government's Race Disparity Unit show higher death rates among Pakistani and Bangladeshi communities between September and December last year compared with other ethnic groups, while death rates fell in black communities over the same period, with a similar risk to those with white British backgrounds.
It's too early to really make conclusions for the early second wave data. It only really includes deaths up until the end of December, and unfortunately we've had a lot of deaths in January and February. Because only when we include all of those deaths, then we'll know what the true picture is.
The government says it's doing everything it can to protect the most vulnerable. But vaccine hesitancy among these groups continues to be one of the